I'm Charles Counsell, Chief Executive of the Pensions Regulator. We regulate work-based pensions for the UK. So if you have a pension provided by your employer, we ensure that people who manage it do so effectively to protect your benefits. I've been invited by ILC to share some thoughts on a particular cohort of savers, that's Generation X. Generation X are those born between the mid-60s and early 80s, many of whom will be headed towards retirement in the next decade or so. And after a life of work, they may feel confident that their retirement will be comfortable and well funded, perhaps like that of their parents. And while many higher earning or public service Generation X savers will be in defined benefit schemes with a knowable and a certain outcome, a significant proportion would have been brought into pension savings thanks to automatic enrolment. And those savers are mostly within what are called defined contribution schemes, which means their future retirement incomes are dependent on their levels of contribution, the choices they make, the investment returns, and that the system works well so that it can deliver good outcomes for them. Many will be starting to consider their options, having had relatively limited time to build up savings through automatic enrolment. They may also be unfamiliar with the complex choices to be made about their pension pot. Many of this generation will reach retirement supporting both their parents and their children, as well as, of course, having their own costs. They may have limited funds and competing commitments, which make for difficult choices. Planning for retirement is often pushed far down the list of priorities. So if you belong to Generation X, it's time to think about the kind of retirement you want. It's time to look at your financial future in consideration of the kind of retirement you'd like and the kind of retirement you can afford. Take time now to plan for the future, and it reduces the chance of having to make a rash decision later, or indeed find that you have much less retirement income than you had hoped for. Now, our new corporate strategy explains how we place savers at the heart of what we do. For Generation X, that means a strong focus on enhancing their pensions now and in the future. Generation X may face a less certain future than their predecessors, but we're determined to be alive and alert to their needs and aspirations, driving value for money, supporting them in their decision making, and embracing innovation are all vital to delivering good outcomes for Generation Xers. We're determined to make this a reality as they reach their retirement. To conclude, if you're watching this and you're in Generation X, do please think now about the type of retirement you want and review your pension arrangements, and indeed other long-term savings. Are they going to be enough to meet your expectations? Meanwhile, we'll do our bit to make the workplace pensions you do have work for you. Thanks very much for listening.